is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Nittany Lions will get us started with the opening kickoff. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The Fighting Illini offense takes the field, and they'll have the ball first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And you had all day to stew on and get excited and dream about getting sacks, and it took no longer than the first play to get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This defense has been doing it all year long.
They'll try the run, and he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Nittany Lions offense will have its first possession of the game. The gun, the running back has it.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Now, on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. And you think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick completion to the right. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Reed. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. The Nittany Lions looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Denmark.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
Can't get him to the ground. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up 3rd down.
Touchdown, Penn State! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He misses his man. The accuracy, not what it needed to be on that play.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Pulls and fires complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And he was knocked down immediately, short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He steps out of bounds. .45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls it and fires to the left. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Near the 49-yard line. First down for the offense. First down and 10. The inside handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
The run from the shotgun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going for it all. Touchdown, Penn State! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Gets away from one, finds room. He's loose at the 20. Touchdown, fighting Illini. And once he found... Space to fan, might as well...
defensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by 4 over Purdue. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The give to the tailback. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like that.
There he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a 1st down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. That's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Caught behind the line. It's Markway. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Did as he throws. Complete downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Quickly to the tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. The give on the inside. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? He leaves it with the back. Look out, he's got room. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Illinois!
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Give to the running back. Shows him the stiff arm. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First down here for the offense. Here's the handoff. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To the air, it's Reed. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Wide out trying to get it in. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to... Nice job on 1st down and goal getting them tackled to the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Turning it on. Bulldozes his way through. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Illinois picked up the 1st down. Now here they come again. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. Soft spot in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Wk9! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Going to try to get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's going to take off. On the run, deep down the right side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
Illegal forward.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Quick touch pass to the receiver. A defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action on 1st down. He's going for it all. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Bringing it back. Gets the return down to the 25. comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Florida State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 4 to Duke. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snagged in the middle, it's Dixon. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Looking for a big gain. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Gets it out quickly. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backward.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Flying down the right side. Crosses midfield. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Penn State! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that's the kind of play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown. But you create the takeaway. You scoop and score. It's a game-changing play. It's a momentum-changing play. And you can see on the sideline right now, they are completely galvanized by that defensive score.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That is... defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Illinois offense returns to the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground and you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his tight end. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Off play action. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals. And
he hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
You know, sometimes play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake. He'll be brought down at the 24. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Now on 2nd down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Penn State.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Gonzalez. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Touch pass on the run. Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
At the 36.
We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Leaves it with the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Runs for the tackle. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him. And then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Dixon. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The handoff to Johnson. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Caught in the backfield, it's Dixon. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. There he goes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the 4th down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. From the gun to give, looking for room. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Illinois! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it, and the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. So now it's second and long. Trying play action. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell. Backfield got the big play.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. And that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. He's got it down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Illinois now staring at a third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got him. Still on his feet at the 45. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe.
Oh, he's got some space. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
And the Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Finding an escape route.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Give to the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The Nittany Lions line it up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Powers through. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Makes the grab on the left. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. After this, it'll be a wrap. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.